Hey friends, Asher with Gents. Hope you're doing really well. Today, we've got round one of the best fall/autumn niche fragrance of all time tournament. I know we're heading into winter, but I've already done the designer tournament, of which Spice Bomb Extreme won for the best fall/autumn fragrance of all time. So that one is now officially retired into the Gents Hall of Fame or something. So I won't put that in any tournaments going forward. That one is retired. And the winner of this tournament is going to do the same thing because I plan on having these each season going forward. There's a lot to go over here, so let's just jump right into it. So first off, the way that the seating and the fragrances were actually determined. It was determined by my Facebook group, Gents Fragrance Family. I put a poll up there. I didn't vote and I didn't add any fragrances in, so this is all from the guys on the group, or the guys and the gals. I just told them, go ahead and add your favorite niche/indie fall fragrances and vote on which ones you think are the best for fall. Then I went down and took the top 8 and seeded them in that order. So the one that got the most votes is the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed is the one that got the second most votes, so on and so forth. One thing though, I did change things a little bit from how it was voted on the Facebook group. I'll tell you why. This is an 8 fragrance tournament, okay? Single elimination. Of those 8, 4 were from Parfums de Marly in the top 8. And then I think 3 were from the Tom Ford private blend line. I didn't want the tournament to just be Parfums de Marly versus Tom Ford, so the top 3 fragrances I kept exactly as they were. After those first 3 though, I made sure that it was just 1 fragrance per house. Again, the top 3 was kept exactly the same as it was, regardless of house, but after that, I made sure there was only 1 fragrance per house. That way it wasn't just all Tom Fords and all Parfums de Marlys. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I will let you guys know the matchups, and also as soon as this video goes live, I'll have each matchup on the community tab of my YouTube channel. So go there and vote for which fragrances you want to move on into the next round. I'm only gonna leave it open for maybe 3 or 4 days this time because I'm really gonna try to get through this tournament quickly. I don't wanna drag this out over 4 weeks. Okay, first matchup is the number 1 seed, Parfums de Marly Layton, against the number 8 seed, Nishane Ani. This is a really good matchup. Both of these fragrances make heavy use of vanilla. Each one of these fragrances is a big compliment pulling fragrance. Each one is a great performing fragrance. Obviously, Ani has a big task ahead of it if it's gonna take down Layton, since Layton is one of the most popular niche fragrances really ever, since it was released anyway. It sells like crazy, seems like everybody has it, and that's because it has massive versatility and massive appeal. It's got apple, vanilla, cardamom, lavender, and sandalwood in there. It's one that my wife absolutely loves, and I think it is definitely the favorite to take it all. Now, Ani also has vanilla and sandalwood, so it has that in common with Layton, but the fragrances do not smell the same. This one makes use of black currant, so it gives you this interesting tartness that you're not gonna find in Layton. And it also has ginger and bergamot, so you have that typical, sparkling citrus in the opening that's so appealing to so many people. So that's your first matchup. Number 1, Parfums de Marly Layton against number 8, Nishane Ani. And I'm really interested to see if we're gonna get some more upsets this time, because in the designer fragrance tournament, the number 3 seed took the whole thing, but most of the matchups went pretty much how you'd expect. All right, matchup number 2. So the winner of this matchup will take on the winner of the last matchup. Is number 5 by Killian Black Phantom against number 4, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. And quick caveat, I know some people are gonna say, wait, Tom Ford, that's a designer house. But for the sake of this tournament, I'm including the private blend line in with these other niche fragrances because most people that are getting into fragrances, or really just most people in general, will consider the private blend line more of a niche line than designer. And also there were a whole bunch of Tom Ford private blends that were right there at the top. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I know some of you are gonna consider that more of a designer line, but I wanted to let you know why they're in here. Black Phantom has caramel, coffee, rum, and dark chocolate as some of the notes in the fragrance. Really lets you know right away what kind of scent that one is. Presentation on it also really, really, really nice. So you've got booziness in there, you've got sweetness in there, really nice, warm, sweet fall fragrance, top notch. Tobacco Vanille, pretty much everybody knows about that one at this point, I think. Vanilla, tobacco, dried fruits, spices in there. One of my all-time favorite Tom Ford fragrances, just never gets old for me. This one, to me, and again, I'm not going to be voting and I'm not going to say which one I think between each matchup should win, but to me, this seems like it's not super close. I feel like there's gonna be a very obvious winner, but I could be wrong. So matchup 2, Black Phantom Tobacco Vanille, and the winner will take on the winner of matchup 1. Matchup 3 has the number 3 seed, Parfums de Marly Herod, going up against the 6 seed, Maison Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. Like I said, I kept the top 3 exactly how they were. That's why there are 2 Parfums de Marlys in the tournament. And to me, it's actually a little bit interesting to see Herod above Tobacco Vanille. Not that they smell, exactly the same or anything like that, but they're both tobacco fragrances that will get kind of lumped together as being in a similar style. And Tobacco Vanille just has such a following for so long that I thought that it would place higher than Herod, but at least in the initial votes, it didn't. Herod has vanilla, tobacco, cinnamon, so you have those pretty much in common with Tobacco Vanille, but then it has some additional notes like incense and osmanthus that you're not going to find in Tobacco Vanille. So again, they do go different ways. It is, though, a really nice tobacco fragrance, very wearable, very versatile, very pleasing, and it's a good bang for your buck as far as niche fragrances go. Now, Grand Soir, on the other hand, that is one of the best amber fragrances of all time. It's really, 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 really nice, top-notch stuff. That being said, I can see where it would be at the number 6 seed as compared to Herod at number 3, because I think that Herod, at least mainstream-wise, might be a little more accessible and in general easier to find for a cheaper price. So this one has amber, vanilla, benzoin, it has labdanum in there. Really, really nice. Perfect amount of sweetness and warmth with a good punch to it. It's like I said, one of the best amber fragrances you're ever gonna find. So matchup 3 is in the second bracket, and the winner of this one, Herod and Grand Soir, will take on the winner of the next matchup, matchup 4. And in matchup 4, we have 2 tobacco fragrances. Number 7, Mancera Red Tobacco, against number 2, Xerjoff Naxos. Red Tobacco has vanilla, tobacco, also oud, a whole bunch of spice in there as well. This one is one of the most popular Manceras that have come out over the past number of years. It's got really good performance. The opening of the fragrance, a bit divisive. It's got a lot going on and it can turn some people away. As it dries down though, it gets a lot better. And then number 2, Naxos, has honey, has tobacco, has vanilla, and then spices in there as well. This one, some people will say, is kind of a niche version of Mugler's Pure Havane. Like if you took Pure Havane and gave it a much larger budget, you might end up with something like Naxos. So we've got kind of 2 different ways of approaching tobacco here. Red tobacco, more aggressive, more in your face, louder, cheaper overall, actually much cheaper. And then Naxos, higher end, a little better ingredient quality, going for more of a smooth, honeyed, sweet tobacco. Both of them very good. They just approach tobacco in 2 different ways. Between the 2, Red Tobacco has actually had more fragrances come out that have a similarity to it than Naxos, although Naxos does have a similarity to Pure Havane, so a lot of moving parts here. And that's the fourth matchup, the final matchup for this tournament, number 7, Red Tobacco against number 2, Naxos. So the winner of that will take on the winner of matchup 3. So those are your matchups, those are your fragrances, your top 8, again, according to my Facebook group. And as of right now on the Facebook group, I'm actually having them vote for what they think is the best winter designer fragrance, and we'll do a tournament for that as well. But as of now, this is the one we're doing, this is the one we're tackling, and I need you guys to vote. I'm not voting, I'm not telling you what to vote for, but you need to go tell me what you think should move on. So those 4 matchups, as of right now, those are on the community tab of my YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTube channel, you'll see them all listed there. Cast your votes, let me know what's gonna move on. Like I said, I'm only gonna leave it up there 3-4 days, then I'm gonna go ahead and tally up the winners, tally up the votes rather, and see who moves on. Also keep in mind, these are supposed to be for autumn. So when you cast your vote, you're casting your vote for which fragrance of the 2 in the matchup you personally think is better for use in autumn. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Round 1, here we go. Cast your votes, and I'll see you guys in maybe 5-6 days with the second round. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.